As a new student, it's very important to be thinking about training a black belt now. You need to get acquainted with our school, with your environment, with the philosophy of our school, and you need to continue to get acquainted with our classes and our curriculum. I can assure you, every time your child is in class, they're going to have a lot of fun. Frankly, as an adult, when I'm in class, I have a lot of fun.
And believe it or not, me being 43, Jazara being 12, and Jayana being 7, what actually drive us to commit to Kung Fu, like I said, seeing their grades change, them just being happy and excited to be part of something. And once they knew they was part of something, like everything just skyrocketed. Even Jayana right here, who was having issues with reading. 2 months time, coming to Kung Fu, meeting new people, new program, the exercise, she's top of her reading class right now. You know, and Jazara, she's honor roll right now. You know, so believe it or not, our commitment to Kung Fu helped us do a lot more and improve even outside of these doors.
But the important thing to understand is that this is a school. If you're going to Harvard, you wouldn't decide from midterm to midterm whether you're going to follow through with your bachelor's degree. You would commit to that tremendous goal and stick with it. It's very important early on as you enter our school to decide what your outcome is going to be. And at Rochester Kung Fu and Fitness, that outcome is to become a black belt. Black belt is very important because it's about the outcomes for when you become a black belt. It's about concentration, it's about learning focus, it's about, high levels of athletic skill. It's about learning how to be a mentor and a leader. It's learning about also how to defend yourself.
Made a lot of friends here, both myself with the parents and him with the class and the classmates. He is really close with the kids that are right at the same rank as him, so that we know we will be moving up with them. We see them outside of class, we have Facebook friends, we're like a little Kung Fu family. And with classes, we come 2 to 3 times a week. We really strive for commitment, so if he says he's going to come 3 days a week, we make sure that he is committed to those classes. Even if he is not feeling it and saying he doesn't want to come, we strive to come, because at the end he ends up enjoying class and happy that he came.
The great thing about our academy, unlike seasonal activities or team sports, is number one, we're consistent all year round, and at the same time, you're only in competition with yourself. Each day you come in, you're trying to better yourself and reach your goals. Now, we do things to reward our students and incentivize them to not want to quit and to actually motivate them to achieve their next goal.
So the parent makes a commitment to bring their child to class twice a week, sometimes 3. The child's going to have a regular class they attend. They're going to have a lot of fun in class. It's going to be taught by a well-trained, professionally developed instructor. And through the process, we're going to train to become a black belt. Frankly, for a 5 or 6-year-old, it's no more difficult to become a black belt than it is to go from 2nd to 6th grade.
Hello, my name is Jocelyn Graywall, and I'm a Jaga Level 1 at Rochester Kung Fu and Fitness under Sifu Paul Grusho. So I started Kung Fu when I was probably in 6th grade, so I was around 9, 10, 11, around that age. And I have to say that this is one of the best things. I'm 17 now, so that kind of gives you a scope into it. But they won me over. I think the biggest thing was the family that they provided here. If you told me that I was a Jaga Level 1, I would think you're crazy, and I would say, okay, let's not be unrealistic now, right? But throughout the way that this academy is set up and the goal setting and the family and the mentors that they provide you to accomplish those goals and help others, it's completely possible as long as you put, your mind to it. And just like that quote that's right behind me, a white belt or a black belt is a white belt that never quits. It genuinely is true, and I can say it from personal experience as someone who never thought I'd be in this position. Because not only did I get my black belt, but I went through degrees of black belt and I got a Jauga, which, just so you know when I'm recording this testimony, I just got it a couple days ago, so it's feeling very surreal right now. And I still get very giggly when I think about it, so that's why I'm very smiley right now. But I mean, now I'm like teaching a class, which I never would have imagined. Now I'm able to go in front of people. I mean, for very first couple of months, maybe even year of Kung Fu, I stood in the corner and no one really heard me talk. And it was a shock to everyone the first day that I talked. But it was genuinely because I loved it here, and I still love it here. I fall in love with Kung Fu in the Academy a little bit more each day. I can genuinely say that this place is like my second home. It is my second home, without a doubt. So I would encourage anyone who even is thinking about it and has doubts, push yourself to be open-minded about the entire experience and just think like, you don't know how much there is out there for you. And it doesn't have to be physically. It can be mentally, physically, emotionally, just like the family bond that you get here. There's so much more than you ever would imagine. So thank you for listening to me, and goodbye.
Any of our black belts here at the Rochester Kung Fu and Fitness, the way they got to black belt was by starting with one step. They set a goal. For a child, here's how that goal is set. The child has fun in class, they have a high level of enthusiasm, they get to see other black belt students or high level students, and they decide they want to be just like them. And for the parents, it's so important to look at the future and say, you know, my 7-year-old, if they were a 10 or 11-year-old black belt and they had all those outcomes that go along with that at school and at home, is that something we'd like for our family?
Black belt in our leadership program, we want to doubly celebrate because he's a future Sifu. I can't wait. He's going to do awesome. I'm so excited. So, we want to announce Kevin as our newest member into our leadership program. Good job. Yay! Everyone give him one more.
I wanted Kevin to learn some discipline. He's very intelligent, but he has a lot of energy. I want him to be able to channel it the right way. I don't have to repeat myself like 50,000 times. Now I only have to repeat myself like 10,000 times, which is definitely a plus. You know, you could see the discipline. Like it helped with him wetting the bed at night. Like he got to a point where he gets up on his own, goes to the bathroom. Yeah, it's making a huge impact for sure. I want him to be a part of something bigger, right? So we're not from here. I moved here from Pittsburgh, and I don't really have people here. So they came off as very family oriented here, and I love that about them. And I just want a place where he can grow, so he can have a partnership that expands past, you know.
It has helped me with my own personal self-endurances. I recently am recovering from open heart surgery, so it helps me stay fit. And committing to my black belt was a choice that was made after talking to some of the other students and seeing how Kung Fu really affects everybody's life. So, and for me personally, it has made me a stronger person. I have more self-confidence.
What some people are afraid of is that when you take that next step to black belt, is it going to be very time intensive? Is it going to be a huge time commitment? But the reality is, over the next several years, it's just twice a week class commitment.
I found out about the Kung Fu online, so I, came for a tour, and I was just gonna sign my kids up at first, but then, after like meeting with Jalga, she was, Jalga the manifest, saying that there was families, who did the Kung Fu too. So I thought that it would be a good way for us to just kind of, work out together and just have like some
Fun.
time, have some fun together. And also, I think that it's helped me and the kids, just kind of to be more focused.
And to be more confident and less shy.
As a new student, you're also evaluating us. You're evaluating both the material we're giving you and your experience in class, your interaction with your instructors and other students. You're trying to decide whether it's a good fit for you and your family. You really are only making a choice between two options. One option is you're going to do this for a short period of time, and that's all you're going to do with martial arts. Or option two is you're going to train all the way to a black belt.
Now, our objective is once a family has made the decision to train to black belt, with very rare exceptions, we are going to get that family to a black belt.
Decided you want your child to train to black belt. What is the next step? The next step is to set an appointment with one of us where we're going to sit down and talk about the different options you have for training to black belt. We'll help you find your best fit and get you started on that program. And I guarantee you that setting that commitment to train to black belt is going to be the best decision you ever made.
I'm Mackenzie Pye, and I rejoined Kung Fu 2 years ago because I felt I really was kind of going off of the deep end, and I just really wanted to join back and experience all these things that I did when I was younger and I was in there. So far it's been absolutely amazing, and I've seen tons of changes through like my confidence and self-discipline and all those character goals that the instructors and Sifu Jaga always talk about, and it's been absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it's been wonderful. When we first started, she had pretty bad anxiety, and she couldn't even ask a question. She was begging me to ask questions because she didn't feel like she had a voice or confidence to speak. And now she's out there and helping instruct in class, and she's doing presentations in school and, you know, doing awesome. She just got accepted into the National Music Honor Society because all of this hard work that she's putting in, her GPA is high, all her grades are really great. And she's a joy to have at home, helpful and, you know, really helpful with her little sister, and it's made a world of difference. It's been a really great experience to watch her grow the past 2 years.
It's amazing because I used to, when Sifu and everybody would put me in front of class, I would often kind of break down and I wasn't able to do it, or I would have to leave immediately afterwards to compose myself. But now I love instructing. It's one of my favorite things about being here, especially the forms and just being in front of everybody and helping out. So, yeah.
7 years old.
Yeah. How do you like the class?
And I love Kung Fu.
You love Kung Fu? Why?
Because all the stuff that they say is easy, and that
You learn how to defend yourself and help others?
and that the Kung Fu community is so nice.
Very nice. You got lots of friends here? Yeah? He loves coming to Kung Fu. He loves hanging out with his Kung Fu buddies and the movie parties and the Easter egg hunt, right? They've worked with us a lot with his medical condition and given us time off for the hospital and stuff like that, so it's been really nice. Huh?